Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Smuggler's Blues, a redemption story. I am Michael. I'm playing the role of Tazi, our intrepid pilot slash smuggler slash grump. Kaylee?
You forgot drunk. Drunk grump. Grump drunk? Grunk.
Maybe
You're
I
a
didn't
grunk.
forget. Maybe I just omitted that part.
Are you a drump or a grunk?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out. That'll come out through roleplay. Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm playing the Jedi in Exile Karrell. Occasionally random emotionally outbursty type person, but overall, good egg. So. Chris, what about you?
Hi.
Do you do anything on this show?
I'm Chris. I get to be the GM, and I get to play 11D4 and R3A1. Whew, I almost forgot his name. It's only been a couple days since I've been playing him.
It's only been 8 years. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, someday.
Maybe. We shall see.
Should we do Destiny?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I don't know her. Should probably get permission from my wife first.
It's going to be one of those nights. Okay, one dark side.
It is. Me too.
Also, one dark side.
Three dark side. What a way to start. What a way to start. Well, tonight looks like we have Kevin, Dot, and Justin in chat. So welcome, guys.
Evening, everybody.
Glad to see you guys doing.
Throw out some good ideas for us. When the crew last left off, you guys had successfully escorted the carrying capacity from Gamor to Rusan. The carrying capacity landed where it had to. The ship took some damage, and you guys landed on Randon to get repairs done because you guys didn't want to land on Rusan.
That would be awkward.
Probably a good decision.
I mean, we kind of landed on their senator last time.
Well, just a little bit.
A little. Gosh.
I didn't do it.
I mean, we haven't cleaned that landing gear in like years, so I mean, there could be still genetic material left over.
Maybe his ghost is just hanging on. Who knows?
No. A1 can see ghosts, remember?
Oh. That's fair. That's fair. And Tazi can hear him.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So you guys landed on Randon. You guys worked on getting the ship repaired, and you are stunningly or surprisingly short on credits. The repairs are going to cost more than you have.
Karrell comes up to the cockpit and is looking like at a data tablet. It's like, Tazi, I got 3 estimates on what it is to fix. The big problem is the hyperdrive motivator is down. It's sheared clear through. That last hit we took just knocked it completely out of whack. We're lucky we got to the planet. I mean, we're not going anywhere interstellar until we get that fixed. And unfortunately, patching what?
So I was about to ask, what's the damage?
We're about 3,000 credits short. After we patched all the holes and got the ship like completely sealed and airtight with some judicious application of welding panels, admittedly, A1 did a great job there, but we need a part, and it's an expensive one.
All right, so are there any casinos that we can send A1 to?
I mean, I didn't really look, but what's he going to gamble with?
That's a good point. We can always try and pick up something planet side.
You mean like
a gig, like a job.
Oh, I mean, well, I saw Noodles 2 times as hiring. Did you want to be wait staff?
I don't think we'll make enough as delivery drivers.
I was thinking wait staff for washing dishes, but that's probably not what you meant either. I mean, I'm sure we can find some.
I don't think we'll make enough.
Maybe we can
that either.
Find. We can't get off planet. Well, we can get off planet, but we can't get out of the system. So being a cargo run is going to be rough. So I mean, we could see if there's some mercenary work or something we could do. Maybe we can set up like a pop-up clinic for D4.
That's a pretty good idea.
I don't know. Hey, A1, do medical professionals need to be licensed on Randon to practice medicine, or at least do it? I mean, I hope you're not actually practicing.
I mean, technically, yes. Are you saying we need one?
Well, I was just saying, if we're going to set up like a shop, a clinic to do it, probably somebody official will eventually take notice, and we would actually, then we're going to have to pay bribes, which is probably more than it costs to fix the hyperdrive motivator.
Or bear with me, maybe our expert slicer can slice into the government systems and give our medic a license.
Wait, are you asking moi to break the law?
Who's moi?
Who's moi?
Oh, me, the upstanding citizen that's right next to you.
I mean, yeah, you're standing up. You're not laying down.
I'm just saying that maybe, just maybe, it may be something that you have the ability to do that would save us a little bit of time and credits.
Uh-huh.
I mean, okay, A1, it's either that or we send Tazi out in his mesh t-shirt and those rollerblades, and we see if people will throw credits at him. Or we walk around and say your name, and hopefully they'll throw credits at you again.
I prefer option A to option B.
Is that the one with you in the mesh t-shirt again?
No. That's option B. That's the one I don't prefer.
Okay, because I gave 3 options, and you were only counting 2 of them, so I wasn't sure which one we were doing.
Well, I was in the middle of saying A and B when you gave me C, so I didn't really get to C.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you a C. I won't give you C anymore.
Well, anyway. A1, do you think that's something you could do? Is it possible?
Uh-huh. Yep, very possible.
Now, do we have to break into somewhere to get you access to their systems?
That would help.
Okay, where do we need to go?
I need like a public terminal.
Okay, I'm sure there's some in public somewhere. There was one like 2 blocks down from Noodles 2 times where I was looking at that job.
Okay. I'm good. Let's go.
Okay, I'll grab my coat. It's chilly out.
Are we all going?
Well, I think it's best. We should maybe provide cover for you while you're doing your,
shenanigans.
Bit.
All right. I just say I'm very proud of both of you for this little mission we're about to go on.
Look, I'd rather not have to do it this way, but we're already short on credits and we can't afford a license right now, so.
Yep, I agree.
You know what? Well, as soon as we have enough credits to buy the part, we'll spend the extra credits to maybe buy the license so we can avoid this in the future.
Oh, and if we ever need more credits, then we can always just come back and use that license.
Exactly. We're planning for the future.
All right. All right, I got my jacket, and Karrell pulls on it's the standard smuggler's trench coat, but it's in black with just muted silver highlights. Okay, I'm ready.
You didn't have to get dressed up for it.
I said it's chilly outside. It's only 14 degrees.
That's true.
Coruscanti degrees, not the old, not Tatooine degrees.
Do we still have the? We probably don't still have our winter gear.
I don't think so. That. No, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, we do. The stuff we just used. It's hang on. It is in the cargo bay where we stored. Oh yeah. Okay. Remember when we had to break out Master Crook?
Oh, we still have that gear?
Yeah, where did you leave your coat?
I left it in the cargo bay.
Then it's probably still there.
Well, I'll go get it.
Oh, wait, that was the cargo bay of that other ship. The shuttle.
Yep.
Tazi keeps like heading toward the cockpit door, then stopping and turning around. Wait, am I? I'm just gonna go look. I'm gonna go look and see if it's there. Go check my closet.
Okay, yeah,
See
go
if it's
ahead.
there.
All right, get mine while you're back there.
You don't need one.
We can put you in the mesh tank top.
Okay. Do you find your winter clothes? Did we keep them there? I don't remember.
Well,
I
I'd spend a
don't
light
think
side
so.
point to say that we did, but we don't have one. So
It's true.
I would be willing to bet that there's probably like just a standard winter jacket. There's very few clothes in Tazi's room in that closet. There's a couple of old flight suits. You know,
And a
there's
pair of
one that's,
cracked goggles. Cracked
a pair of
oversized
cracked
goggles.
and there's one bedraggled, older, a winter coat, winter gear. He'll slide that on.
All right.
Still fits. It's a little rough around the edges, but it'll do the job.
All right, let's go. We head out towards to go find a public terminal.
Okay.
Tazi reaches into the pocket of the jacket and pulls out a knit cap and kind of sets it on A1's dome. It's a little small, buddy, but it's the best I got.
Aw, it says Love Verita on it.
I mean, am I supposed to love Verita or?
No, I think
No,
she.
no,
I
it's-
mean,
it's,
she.
Oh,
Yeah.
Message of endearment.
this was chaos. I got it.
Let's go.
All right. You guys get to a public terminal. What are Karrell and Tazi going to do to create a distraction for A1?
Stand in front of him, looking outward.
Tazi's going to do a check. Quick. Let's see how this is going to work.
Does he want to use any of those skills he doesn't use much?
No, that's what the player, Michael, is doing right now, is looking at the skills that the character Tazi has. Doesn't get to use that often. Try.
While he's looking, I'm going to make a note to the audience. Kevin, I believe that the racing outfit with Tazi's name printed on the butt was burned during the Great Isla Purge of Season 5.
Can confirm.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try.
Hey, Chris, are you going to a catacon later this year?
I plan on.
Well, it's just around the corner, isn't it? 2.5 weeks.
We're gonna try a.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are. We're back. We never really left. We're gonna try a charm check.
Okay.
Like a general charm check. So Tazi's gonna like step kind of out to the other side of the street from the area that A1 is trying to perform the slicing check in.
Okay.
And Tazi will start kind of barking out to the crowd. Tazi has brought D4 with him
Oh,
to his side of the street. Everybody, excuse me. It's anybody need a medical attention? Anything light? Anything? Perhaps a rash? Perhaps a skin disorder? Perhaps something you may have contracted at one of the many bars in the area here. We have a trained medical droid ready to assist you. Please step right up. Please step this way.
Okay.
We'll do
Roll
a charm check.
a hard charm check, so 3 purple.
I can disregard 4 black die. Are there any black die, Chris, in this?
Sure.
This
We'll say there's 4.
Oh, great.
Whoa.
I disregard all of them.
I'm glad I didn't try that. Woo.
Something in my eye.
It's your finger.
Well,
Not yet.
that's 2 successes and 1 threat.
Okay. I have an idea. Writing down my idea. Perfect. All right. So you're doing that. People are starting to kind of crowd around as you're being boisterous. Meanwhile, let's see how A1 does with his formidable computer check.
Chris, I'm also going to point you towards chat. One of our chat Patreons has had a wonderful idea of a use for a dark side point.
Thanks, Kevin.
Because I think it's going to be a record from his previous employment with a Sith. Or Dark Force user. I don't know if we actually decided he was a Sith.
Darth Plagueis certainly was.
Oh, that's true.
Everyone has 1 triumph, 3 successes, and 2 threats. Write that down. So the triumph means he doesn't get caught playing around in the computer system. And he successfully turns around, rolls over to Tazi. We're all set. And I'm going to partially take Kevin's idea and flip over dark side point. At that point, a large green-skinned Faline walks up to you, Tazi. Well, I could use some assistance.
Oh yeah, what seems to be the trouble?
Opens up his vest. I seem to have fallen on the stove. And you see a few burn marks on his chest.
Oh yes, that looks like it. Looks like it's quite painful. I'll tell you what. Let's we'll take you first. D4, if you don't mind, let's head back to the ship. Anybody else who's got an issue, just kind of come with me. Follow us. We'll be doing some cursor exams in the cargo bay. This won't take very long at all. Credits up front, please. Credits up front. We do request payment before services, of course.
Right. He's walking with D4. You notice he's got a slight little limp, as looks like his injury is a little more than he's claiming it is. He follows you back to your ship, because that's where you said you're taking him, right?
Yeah, I mean, D4's got a med bay.
Mm-hmm.
So we will use the ship as a temporary office.
Perfect.
Temporary medical office.
Okay. D4 leads him back there. Make D4's hard medicine check.
While that's going on, Karrell is going to go around looking for more people. It's like, if any of you are diseased or injured, we have a droid who is happy to help you out. He has done some of the cutting edge things with medicine, and his prices are very reasonable.
Cutting edge medicine things. I like the selling point of, if you're diseased, come on over. D4, I'm actually doing well on rolling. That is 1, 2, 3 successes, 3 advantages, and a triumph.
Jeez.
Real quick shout out to our friend Nathan. Welcome, Nathan. Thanks for joining us.
So D4 starts tending to his wound, putting a little Bacta on there, and continuing with the threats and the dark side that I rolled earlier. Tazi, you're in there. Roll a average perception check.
Average?
Just 2.
Where'd it go? There it is. Ooh. Might actually succeed. I do. 2 successes and 1 advantage.
Perfect. As D4 is working with him, he has the Faline take off his vest, and on his right shoulder blade, you notice a tattoo. It's kind of circular shaped. It's got these little spikes that come off.
Looks like a black sun, maybe.
It looks exactly like one of those. And he, as D4 is doing his, so, tell me about yourself, sir. What are you doing here on Randon?
Yeah, we got attacked by pirates coming through. Took a little damage. Had to land here, and found ourselves a little short on credits. So we are trying to make some ends meet with the skills of our medical droid,
Oh, wow.
who luckily already had a license to practice here on Randon. So that was fortuitous.
For just a moment, D4 pauses and looks at Tazi and then shrugs his top shoulders and keeps working. Oh. The Faline says, oh, excellent. So,
I mean, luckily we were here to give you a hand. Clearly, that looks like it was not great. Looks like you fell really hard on that heating element on that stove.
Yes. So what do you normally do?
Again, we run cargo. We perform odd jobs. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whatever keeps the fuel in the ship, so to speak, right? Whatever keeps us in the air.
That's fair. Who do you normally work with? Anybody I might know?
Oh, no one of note. We take really small gigs, small jobs. It's a little harder, but it's a living.
Perhaps you should find a base of operations that can lower your costs.
That's not a bad idea. We've thought about that, from time to time. But that requires some investment of credits that we kind of run job to job.
I see. Well, what? I apologize. What is the name of the ship?
The ship. Oh yeah, the ship is
Dusty Dianoga. The Dank Dorito.
No. I'm going to make a check for Tazi to see if he doesn't freeze up
Okay. Roll
in the midst of this elaborate lie he's trying to cook up.
how about a
Deception?
well, you're trying not to lose your kind of your cool, I would think. So I think it'd be more of a cool check, right?
Cool check? All right. All right. Difficulty, Chris?
Let's go with 3 purple.
That's 1 failure, 3 advantages.
Okay. What would you like to do with the advantages?
I'll give them to the next player
Okay.
for blue die.
Right.
on whatever check that they are trying to do to keep Tazi from ruining this whole thing and blowing our cover. But I feel like that's already happening.
Well, there's a good chance it might be Tazi making the next check, but go ahead. Ouch.
Jeez.
You could use those 3 advantages to have Karrell return with another customer.
The name of the ship is the Gungan Starfish.
So, odd name, sir.
Well, we bought it from an old shipping person on Naboo. We just haven't changed the name. Registration changes are easier when you keep the title of the ship. Costs more credits. Change the name.
I do understand. I do apologize. I did not catch your name, sir.
Jax.
Jax. I am Daly. Just nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you as well, Daly.
Well, your droid is doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, we happened to get a pretty good deal on him. Good skills. Handy to have a medical droid around when you're doing odd jobs.
I see. Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And judging by how quickly he's doing this is not the first time he's used this little med bay either.
Oh no, we had to set this up. Specifically, again, this is one of the ways we try to bring in credits when we don't have a job ready to go when we get on planet.
So where do you feel like you're going to go to next?
I mean, wherever the next job takes us. We once we get the ship repaired, we'll see what we can do about lining up another gig. But until the ship is running, I certainly can't, commit to anything.
I understand that. Perhaps when we're done, you could give me a tour of the ship. I might need of your services.
I mean, it depends. It depends on what our workload looks like here. I know my other castmate, my other crewmate, Shala is out gathering some more customers.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Something in the air here on Randon.
Amazing when you don't have a nose how you can put out that much sound.
Very well. Looks like your droid is about done. The D4.
Yeah, he works very quickly
He's
and efficiently.
put on the last of the bandages and the taping him up. And about that, hold on. Karrell, why don't you make a charm check to see if you get anybody to come in? Find any random person that's injured or diseased, as you said earlier.
Nice one, Nathan.
Yeah.
And Karrell and her untrained charm. You said hard or average?
Heart is what we're doing for those checks.
Do I also have 4 black dice?
No.
Okay, just checking, because I can't remove them, so.
You have 17.
Fuck. Let's see. That goes in that, goes in. I have 1 success and 1 threat.
Perfect. You find somebody who comes up. There's a Rhodian that comes up that seems to be holding his hand, his left hand.
Did someone shoot you when you weren't ready?
Nice. Well played. No. I work in the dock and I dropped a box and I can't afford to get it fixed. With the other doctor, what do you charge?
Well, I mean, it's a sliding scale, you might say. What can you afford?
He fiddles with one hand in his pocket and see what he can afford. He comes out with 5 credits and some lint. This?
Well, we don't actually take lint. We're out of network for lint, so we can't actually take lint. But if 5 credits is all that you have, we will help you. It's better than we can't just leave you like this. Come on, I'll take you over to the clinic. I'm sure that the droid is almost done with the previous patient.
Thank you. And about that same time, the Daily is getting done with getting his treatment, and Karrell walks on with the Rodian.
Daily, thanks. You should be all set. Excuse me, sir. If you'll step over here, we'll get you taken care of in just a moment. And Daily, if you could see my friend Shala here, and Tazi looks over at Karrell. Shala will take care of your billing.
What services were done? D4, can you send it to my tablet?
Bing. He sends you a nice invoice that lists all of the different medicines, the different bandages, everything all the way down to the square millimeter of tape. And he's got it invoiced with the retail cost, the insurance allowable, and what a private pay cost would be.
I'm going with private pay on this one. Can I use perception to kind of judge this Daily guy, like what I think he can afford?
Okay. Yeah. Make just an average perception check.
Much better than at this part than charm. Oh yeah, I'm a lot better at this than charm. Holy crap. Let's see, that goes away. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes and an advantage.
He looks fairly well off. Nice clothes.
Then I'm gonna take the amount and then upcharge him by the amount it would cost to get this guy's hand fixed. That'd be 125 credits.
He looks at you, then he looks over at Tazi. 130 and a tour of the ship, like we already talked about, sir.
Yes, a tour of the ship. Shala, if you could please proceed with the tour.
Okay. Would you please take care of my friend here? He has already paid.
Certainly.
Remember, money up front like we discussed?
Yes, money up front. Yep.
I turn to Daily. It's a shame. He's so pretty, but he doesn't have a head for business.
Well, that's why he's your medical droid.
I see what you did there. That's very clever. Through those doors are the 2 cargo bays. Well, you're in one of the cargo bay. It's been renovated for droid space and for medical space. It's been a long ongoing project ever since we first got the ship. That area is pure cargo, and there's also some access points to the drop pods through there and through that hatch down there. Behind there is the engine room, which is off limits for tours. You can look through the window, though, if you would like to.
He's listening. He's got his hands behind his back, listening very intently.
Tazi sends a message via comm very briefly to Karrell. We got the ship on Naboo from an old trader. The ship is called the Gungan Starfish.
Karrell gets a beep on her tablet and she pulls it out. It's like, did you want to take a look? You can look through the window, but if that's not it, we can. I can show you the common area, and we can take you up to the bridge. But again, that is an off-limits area. You can look from the hallway.
Very well. Very well. This ship is spacious.
It is. We spend a lot of time in space ever since we got her on Naboo. So we try and make it as roomy as possible. This is the common area, which the cooking area, you see we have like a common table with we have some holo games, including some VR games. Through there, it used to be I think they used to have one of those escape pods, and unfortunately, they sold that off before we got the ship. People have hard times. It's completely understandable. There's another one down the other hallway. That's just crew quarters, personal space, that kind of thing. Oh, this is a recent add-on. This is what we call a cookie locker. It's a refrigerated space where okay, to be fair, I hide the cookies so my crewmate, Karrell says a little loudly, realizing that Tazi didn't say what his name was, it won't eat them.
Well.
A bit of a sugaraholic is my crewmate, but a very good pilot.
Excellent. Well, pilots are very useful. And what is your role on the ship?
Oh, I'm the cargo master and chief engineer.
Oh.
I handle the business side of things. He shouldn't have to worry his pretty little head about it.
Well,
he is very good at getting people's attention, though.
I did notice that. You have a very unique sales pitch. Wounded. What was the other thing you said? Injured.
Diseased?
Yes. You might want to leave that out.
Well, I figured that the diseased need a good, medical attention.
But that might drive away your other business.
Oh, yeah. Karrell not getting it at all. I get what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
So, that hatch leads to the, is it dorsal or ventral? I think it's ventral is the bottom. That leads to the lower gun, the ventral gun, and that is the cockpit right there.
Excellent. So, may I ask, how recently was your ship in an attack?
Oh,
and why?
On the way here, actually. I don't know who they were. I'm guessing they were after our non-existent cargo because we were coming here to try and find work. So they met an untimely end for no reason whatsoever. It's just a shame that we're here having to do this instead of running cargo, which is our preferred method of earning credits.
I understand. And what kind of cargo do you like to run?
Anything not alive.
Interesting. Well said. And what if the Imperials were to search your ship?
They would have to catch us first.
And what makes you think you could outrun them? And he's looking at the holes in the hull and
It's been done
Almost.
before.
Really?
Well, if you don't
Please tell me.
go anywhere near the core, you have a much lower chance of running into an Imperial blockade.
True.
So you just go where they are not. And then occasionally if you have some unfortunate luck, then you trust in your crew, your pilot, to outfly them. She may not look like much, but once we get her back up and running, she's the fastest ship in her class. At least that's with my man at the controls.
Oh, you two are together.
Oh, it's a business partnership, obviously.
But not a
Oh,
friendly
no,
partnership.
no, we are friends, but no, there is no, no. That kind of attachment isn't something I want with him. I don't really go for the, rollerbladey mesh outfit types.
It's purely physical.
He looks a little confused. Well, I will.
Plus, my
take
wife
your
would be
word for
very
it.
upset.
As would mine. So, tell me about yourself. What brought you here, besides the ship?
You got me there. And I start kind of like trying to walk him towards the exit without being overly overt about it. Or overtly overt, whatever. Oh, I mean, we're just, like I said, we're attempting to find work. The cargo runs are a little harder now with the Empire pushing further and further out. Makes it very difficult for a honest crew to, make a credit or two.
I understand. He is politely following you wherever you lead him. He doesn't seem to be trying to get to any specific part of the ship.
Okay.
But he's definitely been taking stock of the ship and what kind of shape it's in and cargo space. You can see is doing the calculations on everything.
Do I get a feeling like there's anything nefarious in his questioning, or is it more of a maybe I should hire this team?
Make a perception check.
Difficulty, please.
That would be against his deception.
Aha, he's deceiving me. Too bad Karrell doesn't know that.
Yeah. So it'd be 2 red and 2 purple.
A challenger has appeared. Please hold one moment while I do math. Okay, I have a success and 3 advantages. Oh, hang on. And I was the next one to go, so I get a blue die, which is blank. Success and 3 advantages.
Okay. He is sincerely looking at the ship and analyzing whether or not he could use you guys for a run.
Okay. Then as they're kind of exiting towards the cargo, like the cargo area, the loading area, Karrell also stops and taps her foot on the floor, and there's like a different metallic sound because she kicks a certain spot she knows of. Also, there is, certain places where you can secret things on a good ship.
Therefore,
so if you are stopped, it's harder to be found.
Very well. I understand. It's nice to see that the Gungan starfish is outfitted for.
Yeah, we really need to change that name. It's honestly, I don't know who named it that. Did you know that that's actually a Nabooian sex crime?
We'll take your word for it.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's a name that is not easily forgettable.
Yeah, I would prefer something a little more under the radar.
Yes. I would tend to recommend in your situation perhaps something very bland, something that people might easily forget.
Definitely would not forget our ship's name. So yes, that will definitely be. That is number 2 on our list, right after the hyperdrive motivator.
Those are easily damaged. My understanding. I am not a mechanic like yourself.
When you take a heavy blaster bolt to your cowling, they tend to shear off.
I understand. Well, I do like your ship. Your droid was very good at his job, and I will bid you a fond farewell. Please tell Dugan that I appreciated meeting him, and that if I ever need a good pilot, I will look him up.
Dugan?
Yes. He was very polite and brought me to see your droid.
Sorry, I keep forgetting I call him Doogie.
Very well.
It drives him a little crazy, but sometimes it's fun to tease your friends.
We're really good at this.
Well, especially since you said your name was Jax.
I know.
But Karrell doesn't know that, so she's trying to play it off.
That's what I'm saying. We're really good at this.
Yeah.
Tazi failed his role, so clearly he wasn't prepared for any of this. Hey, he had the idea. He had the idea for the pop-up clinic. Everything else just kind of, was secondary.
Yep. And with that, Daily there bows. Good day, Shalal. I appreciated meeting you.
It was good to meet you too. We will be here for probably a week if you have any work.
I will see what I can do. Good day.
And to you. And I see him off the ship.
Yep. He heads off the ship and disappears into the crowd that's in the marketplace of Randon.
Okay. And then I'll go check on Tazi and the slightly lame Rhodian. Or sorry, Doogie and the Rhodian. Doogie and the Rhodian in the mornings.
That does sound like a bad radio show.
It's Doogie and the Rhodian in the morning.
Doogie and the Rhodian.
Doogie and the Rhodian.
You walk in and D4's wrapping a couple of his 2 middle fingers together, taping them up. I said, he said, "Oh, thank you."
Tazi will pull Karrell aside. How did that go?
Well, not too bad. He seemed very interested in the ship. I think he's looking for smugglers. But don't worry, Dugan. I figured out what your name was.
Dugan? No. I told him my name was Jax.
Well, he called you.
Wait, did he say?
He called you Dugan, so I called you Doogie because that kind of covered up that I was confused for a second.
Well, he clearly knows we're lying now.
Oh. I mean, it was very clever of you to tell me the ship name. You just forgot to tell me the other part.
I didn't. I didn't think that part through. Clearly.
I mean, you got like 66% of it. You told me my name. You told me the ship's name. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not a failing grade.
Yeah, but
I mean, unless you're Master Jocasta, then she'd be really, really. Yeah, you'd have to do lots of. Anyway.
Maybe this Feline will think we're an easy mark, right? Maybe he'll think he can take advantage of us because and
then we turn the tables.
Yes. Tables can be turned. Yes. I like that.
I did mark up his bill a little bit, mainly because this poor guy can't really afford much. He didn't have a lot of credits, but he had lint, and we don't take lint.
No, that's fine. I mean, at this point, we're gonna need to find another gig anyway because
Right.
we're
We
not
need to
really
do. He
making a
needs
ton
to
with
see about
this.
30 more patients today.
All right, well let's go get them lined up. Do you want to stay here? I can go. A1 and I can go round up some more people.
We can just take turns. You go now. When my guy is done, I'll go out and.
All right.
Jax, right?
Yeah, Jax.
Okay.
Jax. Yep.
Oh, and we're not sleeping together.
No, of course not.
Right, we're just friends.
We never have been.
Well, no, I know, but our cover story is we are not a couple because my wife would not like it. And
But wait, am I? Do I have a spouse?
I don't.
In our cover.
I didn't really say. I kind of intimated that you were more of a freewheeling, free love type person. You know, all roller skates and glitter and fishnets.
Okay, I can work with that.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, we'll go get some more customers. We'll see if we can.
I mean, maybe keep your eye
30.
open for like a maybe an abandoned storefront we could renovate.
I don't know. It just seems like a lot for a temporary workspace.
I mean, doctors make a lot of money. Maybe we can just maybe we can get D4. Like, maybe he can have a full-time job and give him more purpose.
Well, yeah, but we don't actually have a license for him. Remember?
I thought A1 said that he had a license.
I mean,
you said that he had a license, so I figured A1 said he had a license.
A1 did the work. I assumed that A1 inserted a license, but it's not, it's not real.
Well, we can always buy one. You know, with the leftover money, with the 31st, 32nd, 33rd, and 34th customers.
Let's try to get 30 and see where we go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think you can put your head together with D4 and get us a decent pricing chart?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he gave me, and Karrell shows the tablet, a rather exhaustive list based on the entire cost breakdown per millimeter of our bandage usage. So we've got to basically take that. But what we need to do is be competitive with the local hospital. So while you guys are out, if you can find a local clinic and see what they charge for certain services, then we can undercut them while still keeping a good, healthy profit.
I'll do what I can.
What? I've been listening to your self-help tapes about being a good salesman.
My self-help tapes.
Yeah, they were. I figured they were yours. They were in the common area.
No, I don't own any self-help tapes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh.
Those are not mine.
I mean, it was from the. Okay. I didn't know you were into Roni Tobbins, but.
I think those are A1s.
Oh, okay. And we lost OBS. I think we might have lost our stream. Hang on. And we're back. Okay, cool. Never lost the stream before, so. Okay.
Weird.
So sorry if you guys lost us out there. OBS said it disconnected and it seems to be back. But yeah, you guys go and we'll make this work.
All right. We'll go round up some more sick people.
Yes, apparently stick to the infirm because the diseased could possibly lower our employment value.
Oh, okay. I mean that makes sense.
So Tazi's going off the ship, Karrell staying on.
Yeah, until the Rhodian's done, and then she'll escort the Rhodian off and then go look for somebody else.
Right, perfect. Tazi, as you're leaving, roll real quick. Hey. Ooh. Successes. A1 made his charm check, and beside him are two Twi'leks walking up, two female Twi'leks, who are dressed in these little short white skirts. They have little white hats on, and a little red cross that's been kind of stitched onto the side. He rolls up. I found us some nurses, and you see his optic wink. I think this will help you sell. And both of them kind of smile and twirl around.
I mean, sure.
And one of them, she puts her hand on your chin. Come on, sweetie, let's go get some work. And she winks.
A1, what kind of clinic are we running right now?
What kind do you want to run?
A medical clinic?
Then run a medical clinic. You sell with your eyes first. Or
Those
you
were your tapes.
buy with your eyes first.
Karrell said she was listening to some Roni Talmans, some hollows, some sales hollows
Oh.
that she found in the common area. Those are yours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, get out there. Remember, smile, eye contact, excitement. And if at first they say no, turn that no into a smile, then bring them in.
Chris, I'm sorry
If at
for the
first they
trauma
say
we're
no.
doing you.
A no is really a yes.
Yeah, I don't have time to teach you the circle close, so just
The what?
repeat what they say as to why they can't do it. Reassure them it's not an issue, then resume talking to them about what we can do.
Oh, okay. I'll we'll bring some more people back.
All right. I'm going to start trying to patch some things up as much as I can.
All right. Good luck.
As the three of them saunter off, Karrell brings the Rodian off, and she looks at Tazi, Tazi's back, and his companions who are like hanging all over him, and then down at A1, and then back up.
A1 just looks at Karrell, then looks at Tazi as Karrell looks over at Tazi. Then as Karrell looks back at A1, he looks back at her.
You never give me any gifts.
You don't need as much help as he does.
Right, I know, but I like pretty things too. And I shoo the Rodian off while we're having this conversation.
I shoo our customer away.
Well, I'll put that down on your Christmas list. Or Life Day list.
Well, I mean, that's still a couple months away, and that was... Anyway, God, it's been a while. I'm going to go and work on... Can you, in D4, put your domes together and get a hard price list? I asked him for what, his costs were, and she shows the breakdown. He gave me a very detailed breakdown, but we need to be able to undercut the local clinics while still providing excellent care.
All right, will do.
Okay. And remember, if they say no, you just turn that into a smile.
Right.
All
Got
right.
it.
We got this. And Karrell heads off to go and find more people too.
And A1 heads in and starts working on the ship. All right, who wants to roll their charm check first to see?
Go ahead, Tazi.
What's funny is technically Tazi, if I remember right, skill-wise is better than Karrell at charming.
Yeah, Karrell is bad at charming. Karrell has no skill in charming. She doesn't even have the Twi'lek bonus for charm. That's how bad she is at it.
What's the difficulty, Chris?
We were just doing hard because I would assume.
4 black dice though for you.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
It's probably 2 now because he's also and 2 blues because he's got 2 pair with him.
Well,
I mean 2 helpers, a pair of helpers. They each have a pair of helper. I mean,
1 success, 1 threat.
All right. You find yourself another customer. Well, actually, we can just kind of speed it up. Work throughout the day. You find some more customers. Well, why don't you go ahead and roll your charm check, and we'll see how well you do. We'll just kind of roll for like a full afternoon. I don't think we want to roll for each customer.
and 1 more purple. Zero. Big goose egg. Nada. It washed.
All right.
Not a thing.
So Karrell doesn't have a ton of luck. Oh, so Tazi, you bring in some more customers throughout the day with your assistants, we'll call them. And D4 continues patching people up. It's a lot of scrapes, bumps, bruises, sprains. Nobody's coming to you with minor or major injuries. You get people with basically the equivalent of the flu and a cold, and D4 is doing his best to treat everybody. He does have a updated pricing list for you, Tazi. It's basically 10% less than what anybody else is charging. He's also got a little note at the bottom that says, or pay what you can, with a big smiley face. And you guys work throughout the day. Collect some good credits. Near nightfall, business is kind of tapering off as most of the businesses are closing down in the area and people are heading home. What would you guys like to do at night?
I think Karrell comes back kind of dejected towards sundown. Goes in looking around for Tazi and his helper crew.
Once business dies down, they head out. Unfortunately, anyone rolled a threat, so they are more interested in credits than anything else.
Yeah. So, Jax, where did you find those helpers?
That was courtesy of our friend A1. A1 thought I could use a little help selling, according to those hollows he's been watching.
Okay, I mean, they're definitely eye-catching. Especially the taller one.
I mean, I can introduce you if you'd like.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be here that long.
Well, I mean, a week is a long time.
I mean, you're not wrong. Let's see what did we total up? Did we make any money today?
Yeah, made about 250.
Okay, so at this rate, we will be here for about 2 weeks.
Nice, Kevin. Nice. And A1 rolls in. So how'd we do?
Not good. We made 130 credits off the first 2 people, and the next 8 we managed to land not nearly that much. So.
All right.
We either need to find some, people with more dire injuries that are willing to pay more, or
we inflict them on
We
them.
got to find something
I'm
else
kidding.
to do.
I'm obviously kidding.
I mean, A1 kind of looks at Tazi. I mean, that would be one way.
I was
Maybe not the
kidding.
nicest way.
It was a joke.
Yeah, no. We shouldn't make people more injured to drive a business.
Wait,
Maybe
more
we should just
injured
find
or just injured?
no. I think we're better off finding another source of revenue.
Ah, all right. Like what? I mean, you could donate plasma.
Well, no, I think
We need all that for the ship.
yeah, we do. The ship needs all the the plasma we've got in the inducer, so we can't.
Yeah,
get
we
rid of that
can't.
plasma.
That's not a good idea. That would cost us more.
Okay.
No,
Like, what are you thinking?
I think we need to find like either an in-system cargo drop that doesn't require us to
Go to hyperspace.
jump out,
Okay.
or something that's planetary.
All right. So where do we want to start?
No, I mean, I was just offering those as suggestions. I mean, we can start looking into those if we think that's a good way to go. I mean, are you asking me to make a decision?
I have two
You are the
ideas.
I mean, you are the captain. You're, guy in charge.
I have two ideas.
All right. Let's start with the third one.
Okay. Well, once we take A1 completely apart, what are we going to do for wise ass comments?
Like, you still have D4 and occasionally Dugan Jax over here.
Oh, your full name is Dugan Jax.
Or is it Jax Dugan?
It's Doogie for short. That's actually an excellent question. Is it Jax Dugan or Dugan Jax?
The name is just Jax. Dugan was something that Daly made up to try and catch us off guard, and it worked.
Well, that's the thing. If we find Daly, I think he was interested in hiring us for smuggling. Maybe if we say, 1,000 credits or whatever it is, plus the motivator we need, we'll do a run for him.
Did you happen to get his contact information?
I did not.
So, what's your second idea?
Second idea, it's not a good idea, okay? We could do that thing that Ko and I did on Coruscant.
Thought you said that was illegal on some places.
Well, I mean, this is out in the rim. I mean, fighting like that is in the seedier places.
Oh, that thing. Gotcha.
No, I'm not talking about the Gungan starfish.
All right. What's your first idea?
That was my first idea. Well, actually, the what was his name again? Dewey? Doobie? Drowsy? Dingus? Droomy?
Daly?
That's what his name was. Daly was the first idea. The second one was, possibly going and looking for underground fighting ring things.
All right. Captain, which one do you think we should start with?
Oh, I have a fourth idea now.
Okay. Go ahead.
We could take those 250 credits we made, and assuming that D4 doesn't need more medical supplies,
Okay.
you could possibly parlay them into some more with your, she kind of wiggly hands at you, skills.
I'm not a magician. I don't know that one.
Your skills at dice in cards and other sorts of gambling.
I mean, I could give that a try. What do you think, Captain?
I think well, we know this. We know the Feline's name is Daly.
Uh-huh.
We don't know where Daly is, but I'm sure someone around here does.
Okay. So you want to go find him?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
We could do 3 of the 4 plans all at the same time. We go look for Daly while we're also looking for possible fights and also for gambling chances.
I mean,
see, we kill 3 Krallets with 1 stone.
I mean, I think we could try that.
Okay.
D4, are we out of anything we need to pick up before we start using this money as seed money?
I will need to replenish some stock. It will not be very expensive. Probably 20 to 30 credits.
Okay, so let's just say we have 200 credit seed money that you can work with, A1.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right, let's stick together while we can, and then if we need to, we can split up.
Okay.
And we head out to go and find the seedy side of Randon.
Okay. You guys head that direction. It's not hard to find a casino. A1's going to head that way. I'll roll that in a minute.
Karrell's probably like looking for like a rowdier type place, maybe someplace that's even advertising that, you know, open pit fights, that kind of thing.
Okay. Make a underworld check. A hard underworld check.
I have this skill.
3 purple.
It's not very good, but I have it. Okay. That's 3 successes and 5 threats. Every single purple dice came up with threats.
All right. You can find one, but it looks pretty dirty, rough, nasty.
Go check it out.
Okay. So I was just reading something real quick. Randon's pretty lawful. So this is definitely in the
Yeah.
darker
Riskier.
back alley. Yeah, definitely a riskier place to go. Is Tazi still with you?
Did we split up? I kind of think we did.
Yeah, I kind of think we did too.
Okay.
I figure you're looking in like the smuggler bars type thing, whereas Karrell's looking for a little lower end.
I think I'm going to make an underworld check for Tazi as well to try and see if he can find the best place near the spaceport to start looking.
Okay. Roll it.
Hard check, you said?
Correct.
Ooh, 1 success, 1 threat.
Okay. You find a dark cantina somewhere that you think smugglers might go into, or at least pilots and crews that go in and out of the spaceport. Let's keep it easy. We'll stay with you, Tazi. What are you going to do in this one, in this establishment?
I think Tazi's going to approach the bartender first.
Okay. Say it's just a human female. Keep it easy for myself. Hello, sweetie. What can I get for you?
Oh, hey there, dear. I'm in a bit of a hurry, so I've just cut straight to the point.
Oh, very well.
Looking for a local feline named Daly. You heard of him?
Possible. She's moving an empty glass out in front of you.
Tell me where to find him. I will order whatever drink you want me to.
She smiles and leans over and whispers in your ear. If you're looking for him, I hope it's to be nice. Because he can be very mean.
Tazi, I'm going to make a charm check real quick.
Okay.
Difficulty?
Let's go with 4 purple.
Oh, shit.
She
Oh, shoot.
obviously knows her clientele.
Ooh, boy. All right. Actually, 2 successes and 2 threats. 3
All right.
threats. Sorry, 2 successes, 3 threats.
Okay. What do you say in response?
Tazi leans in, as the bartender leans into Tazi's ear. Tazi kind of leans into her ear. I'm always nice, unless I can't be. It was not nearly as smooth as I'd hoped it would be, but hey, that's fine.
Yeah. She smiles, and she actually goes from your right side, moves herself over, and she's staring at your face as she does it over to your other ear.
Mhm.
Says, well, since you're going to be nice, I'll be nice. He doesn't take appointments. He makes appointments and then visits you. I can do that if you order the Blue Sunrise.
And then Tazi will mirror the bartender's movements and like kind of move to her other ear. Make it a double.
She smiles. Starts mixing a drink that's very bright blue. So, what's your name, sweetie?
Jax.
And
you?
Mara. And whereabouts could I find you later? And she winks.
We're in J10.
Very well. I get out of work in roughly 2 hours. And she slides the tall blue drink over to you. 25 credits, please.
Tazi leans down and gets a cred stick out of his boot. Here's 50. Keep the change.
She smiles and drops it in a little pocket up on her chest. And then slides over to the next customer. And then we flash over to Karrell. And this, I picture it's a dark alley you have to go down. There's one single little light above the door you have to go in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large, we'll say, Trandoshan out front, just standing by a door on the side of a big brick building. Just standing with his arms crossed.
Karrell just walks up to him and stands in front of him and looks up at him.
What do you want?
In. Are you going to open the door?
And what would you do in there?
Well, I heard from word on the street that there's going to be some challenges that an enterprising person might be able to find lucrative. I plan on winning. And I'll give you a lead if you let me in.
What kind of lead?
One that could possibly make you a lot of credits.
Kind of smiles. You all say that.
Well,
what proof do you have?
this won't hurt. Karrell is going to attempt to get him into a submission hold very, very quickly.
Okay. Let's make an wait. God, that'd be brawl check versus his brawl. I don't think we've ever done something like this.
I mean, it could be athletics versus athletics. She's going to try and use like acrobatic type maneuvers to try and get in behind him, come up, grab his arm, put it into a lock. That kind of thing.
I don't want to look it up. It's do
I would
athletics
call
versus
it
athletics.
I was going to say, I'd call it, I would almost say like athletics and brawl.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Like,
Okay, what's
like
his
brawl for the check, and then athletics as the counter, trying to get out of it.
I was going to do brawl versus brawl. I mean, he's a big guy.
Need to know what to roll.
Go red and 3 purple.
Okay.
He's a big boy. Got a little training.
That does go there. I'll have to reroll that die.
You do still have one light side.
I'm okay at the moment. I am, however, going to tap into the force a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I'm definitely not using all those darks. Oh, come on. What the hell, game? 5 force dice, and I get 1 light side point. Ugh. It's not easy. 1 success and 4 threats.
Take a little strain as you're doing that.
Okay, that's fair.
You manage to spin and twist and get him into a armbar, which is after a couple seconds, he taps on your leg.
I let him out.
That's not easy to do on me.
No, Trandoshans are a little bit different your anatomy's a little odd, so I had to be careful not to dislocate your elbow while I was doing it. Are you okay? Didn't want to hurt you, but I wanted to show you that speed and knowledge of where bodies go and how to take them apart really overcomes a lot of size.
I am fine. And he steps to the side and opens the door. Good luck.
And the tip is, you might want to bet on the Twi'lek. And she kind of tosses her leku over her shoulder and goes inside.
As he walks in, just watch your purse in there.
Always.
And he shuts the door and goes back to guarding the door. And as you walk down this dark hallway, there's another door that you open up, and you hear all the music and the sound of a crowd. And you see a small area that has all glass walls, and looks like they're mopping up the floor and getting ready for the next contest.
All right, I'm looking around to see if I can spot who the ringmaster is.
It's pretty easy to tell because you could see a group on. We'll just make it easy for myself. The north side of the ring, you see a group of fighters there, and you can see that there are a few people who are organizing and opening up doors and getting ready to let people in for the fights.
Yeah, I'll head over there.
Okay. You get over there. It's go with a male. I just blanked on the name of him. I'm blanking on the name. I just pictured him. Nemoidian.
Okay.
There we go. And he turns, looks at you, goes, "What do you want?" Bets are placed over there, and he's pointing to a corner.
Well, that's great. I'm going to bet on myself, but I'm here to fight. What's the purse?
He pauses and no, just so I'm getting it right. Karrell's not real tall.
Karrell's 5'3".
5? Yeah, okay. So I am picturing it correctly. He looks up and down at Karrell. You? You a little short? And he squeezes your arms. I mean, they feel adequate, but I mean,
I thought you were going to go, aren't you a little short to be a pit fighter?
That's what I was thinking.
yeah. I was trying to make that work in my head, and it just didn't work.
Karrell gives him a look up and down, like stopping around the Nemoidian genital area, and then looks up and goes, "Size isn't everything, you know."
All right. Well, it's your experience.
Won't be the first time, won't be the last. But I still have all my own teeth, so.
We'll see for how long.
When will I be up?
After this fight, if you want to go that quick. Unless you need more time to reconsider.
Oh, no. I'm good.
All right. Very good. You can prepare over there.
Yep. Karrell's going
to a corner.
Karrell has 50 credits of her own, and she goes and places a bet on herself. And then goes back, and when she comes back, she's wearing a rattier version of the jacket she was wearing earlier because she was going down here. And underneath it, she has, it's basically small clothes, just like a tight sports bra, like bike shorts, nothing you can really get a good grip on. And they're actually not really like a silk satin, but they're like nylon sheen. So they really they're not easy to grip. So, and she just kind of stretches out a little bit and watches the first fight.
Okay. So Karrell is stretching out in her rash guard and getting ready to get in there.
Mhm.
You watch the fight go. It's pretty brutal. Doesn't seem like there's any rules. It's, the old Thunderdome. 2 people enter, 1 person leaves. Technically they both leave. Oh, yeah.
One of them leaves vertically.
Yep. As far as you can tell, it seems to be when somebody gets knocked unconscious or somebody, screams, "I quit," or "I give up," or "I yield."
Taps out, that kind of thing.
Yeah, some form of showing they surrender. And after a few minutes, they say, nobody looks over here. "All right, you're up, short stuff. Let's go."
Huh, that was my nickname in college. How did you know? And Karrell walks into the pit.
Perfect. All right, that's a pretty good roll. We'll say, I'll make it easy for myself. A few minutes later, a Wookiee walks in, smiles, and leans his head back, and he makes some sort of battle cry.
Karrell does speak Wookiee.
Yeah, it's a battle cry.
Okay.
I mean, battle roar more than cry. So it's not really words.
And Karrell reaches back into her memory and remembers the Jenny's funeral during the howling of the honor of that they gave everybody, and she lets loose with a Wookiee roar of basically, "We honor those who have passed," and then bows to him and stands ready.
All right. I think we can. I guess we should roll initiative real quick.
Okay. 3. A green and a blue. You're early. That's not where you belong. Stupid triumph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes and a triumph. And an advantage.
Yep, you go first.
Okay. Once they've kind of like faced off, Karrell is going to basically charge and do one of those maneuvers like she's going to jump and come down with a punch. But what she actually does is superhero lance that turns to sweep the leg.
Okay. You're going to roll a brawl check.
I'm going to spend that light side point.
Okay. Is spent.
There's that. There's that. Am I just rolling to tell you what I got, or what am I? Oh, it's melee, so it's 2. Neither one of us has armor.
Right.
Thank you. Okay, well, okay. The force is not with me tonight, but I may not need it. 1, 2, 3. That cancels. Okay, so my threats and advantages cancel out. That leaves me with a triumph and 2 successes.
Okay. So what is your brawn?
3.
Okay, so you do 5. Are you trying to do wounds or strain?
Strain. My crit is an 81.
Oops.
I'm sitting here holding the dice tray when I have a perfect good desk right here.
Wrong chart. I just opened the book up and I was like, 81. Your ship oh, nope, not your ship.
Not the ship. Not the ship. I critically hit his engines.
Yeah. There it is. 81. Considered winded. Target cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers.
So I pictured like the sweep goes through and he lands really hard on his back and kind of gets the wind knocked out of him.
Okay. It's his turn.
I am going to use a defensive stance.
Okay.
Which I can use dodge. I could use dodge too, actually. We'll try defensive stance. So I'm going to upgrade his difficulty by 1. That'll cost me a strain.
All right. He has 2 successes, and that's it. So 6. Yep. 6 strain coming at you.
Okay. I believe. Hang on, I'm just double checking something because I want to make sure that my armor doesn't give me that. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is an old version. Damn. Okay. Karrell kind of like rocks with the blow, and it does hurt, but she is not like severely injured by that.
Okay. And it's your turn. He just comes forward and just punches out at you with his big right furry fist.
Okay, so he's like, does he have... Karrell's kind of looking to see how he's fighting. Is it all just like strength and reach is what he's going for? Okay.
Yeah, he is just trying to overpower Karrell. Just
okay.
One big knockout punch is more what he's looking for. No finesse, no duck dodging, no weaving.
Karrell's going to kind of do almost the same thing, but this time instead of sweeping the leg, she's going to take that fist and hammer it into his rib cage, trying to take advantage of the wind getting knocked out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, I'm spending those. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that cancels that. That cancels that and that. So I'm going to use those. So yeah, Karrell like finally feels the force kind of filling her with its guidance, and she sees exactly when he's going to drop his guard. He's and she faints, and as his guard comes down, she just hammers him hard. I got 8 successes.
Wow. All right.
There's probably a rib crack, even though she wasn't trying to do that.
Okay. Fair enough. Just 8 successes total?
Mm-hmm.
No. All right.
Then the threats and advantages washed.
Okay. Fair enough. He's going to, as he connect with his ribs, it pushes him back onto the glass cage or the plexiglass, and he puts a foot on it and pushes himself off, and you see he's got both hands raised up, and he's swinging him down on this weird double axe type chop.
I'm gonna dodge this one out of so an incidental. Let's see, upgrade the difficulty of the check by 2 this time.
Okay, got it. Helped a little.
I'm doing more damage to me than he is to me.
So that's 4 successes, so 8.
Jeez. Oof.
More strain coming at you.
Okay, that one hurt.
You did pretty decent on that one. Then it's back to you.
Okay.
He lands hard on your shoulder with 2 big furry fists.
Oh. Okay. So we're kind of in melee right now. They were not. Okay. So I'm going to use my maneuver. I'm going to use my maneuver to activate force protection. So I'm going to spend one of my force dice. So I'm going to suffer 1 strain, and I commit that die to gain 1 extra soak for this round.
Okay.
I never used that, so I figure what the fudge. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to, thinking he's going to expect another rib hit. I'm going to go for his other knee this time.
Okay.
Oof. I am going to fail. So that's 2 failures, but 1, 2, 5 advantages. So I'm gonna say I go in for the hit, and like he just kind of he does something unexpected, so I abort the hit, and instead I kind of step back, and I'm gonna regain some strain with those advantages.
Okay. So it's his turn.
I'm gonna dodge again too.
Dodge again. All right.
So he upgrades twice.
Yep. Got it.
2 reds.
Amazingly enough, the same roll as last time. So 8 more strain. As he comes forward and catches you in the midsection with the knee this time.
Oh.
Faked his hands up high and threw a knee right up the middle.
Way to make it look good, Karrell.
Back over to you, Karrell.
Oof. That one actually, Karrell actually like steps back and spits some blood onto the floor, and looks at him, and it's just like, that was a really good hit. I have to give you credit for that one. I haven't been hit that hard in at least 3 years. I say that in Shriwook too, so. This is just going to be Karrell like closes her eyes for a second, centers herself in the force. Please don't screw up on this one dice. I've been rolling all dark side points, and I'm not willing to use those. She is just going to feint left, right, and then just go straight in, kind of launch herself in midair and double kick him in the chest.
All right.
Like kind of the double kick to the chest and then flip back, the Black Widow move type thing.
The old double missile drop kick, I think they call it in wrestling.
Well, good news, bad news. All my force dice are dark side. Not going to use them. However, that, my friends, is a triumph when I needed it. So that's okay. Ow, that'll hurt a little bit for me too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, a triumph, and 3 threats.
All right.
So
take the strain for that.
I think Karrell just fell really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Soaks it. I kind of knocked the breath out of myself, but I do soak that.
Okay. What would you like to do with the triumph? Do you want to do another crit?
Yeah, I think I'm going to throw another crit at him. Okay. I also just realized I have lethal blows, I think, and I should have been using that. Or maybe I don't.
Oh, you're still at least 10%.
Yeah. No, I could have sworn I had... Oh, I think I know what happened there. Okay. Okay, I know what's going on. Okay. Not going to work about it. 8292. That's with the plus 10.
Yep, I got it. Suffers 1 strain each time he performs an action.
There was definitely a cracked rib there.
Yes. All right. So he steps forward to make another attack at you. He's reaching out with his left hand, reaching for your leku, and he's going to bring an elbow straight forward at the exact same time.
Okay. I am going to run a big gamble here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to continue force protection. I'm going to use dodge and defensive because one of them is an OOT incidental and one is a maneuver. Okay. So he's going to upgrade 3 times.
All right.
But I'm taking, if he connects, I'm probably out. Unless it's a really weak hit.
Well, I have 0 successes, but 1 triumph. So he Wings, it throws you off balance. You're stumbling backwards, and you'll upgrade your next attack. Because
Okay.
you didn't actually hit, so I can't do anything else with it. So it's back to you.
Okay, Karrell's kind of on her last gasp here. So she's going to do something she's not really happy about.
Okay.
She gives him she's kind of stops, steps back a little bit and just gives him this look. And just says very, very quietly, it doesn't really carry over the crowd. And she's putting the force behind this. I'm using Fear of the Shadows. And it's basically, give up and you will walk out of here. Don't give up and you will never walk again. I'm going to make a hard deception check.
Okay.
And if I succeed, well, actually, I should ask this question before I do this. Is he a minion or a rival?
I mean, I would say he's a rival. He's not
Okay.
a nemesis.
Then I can
He's
do
not
this on
named
him.
anything.
Yeah, he's not a named. As long as he's not a named, I can do this. So I need to make a hard deception check to force a single minion group or rival to flee the encounter. So basically, I'm attempting to make him surrender.
Okay. Roll it.
Deception is... Okay, that's... I also should see if I actually have any light side points to do this with. Otherwise, that's bad for me.
Oh, I need to roll. I was going to say, we don't have any in the Destiny pool.
Nope, I rolled. Okay, I literally got 6 light side points there I can spend, so I can definitely spend the point on this.
Shit.
What?
Shoot. You forgot. Nope, go ahead.
Okay.
Totally forgot I had that.
Okay, that's that. So 3. 1, 2, 3. 7 successes and 2 threats.
All right. You whisper that, and he drops to a knee, holding his ribs, and just waves his right hand up, and yields.
I'm going to take 2 strain for the threats, if that's okay.
Okay.
Which leaves me with 1 strain left.
All right. That's funny because that's what he has left.
And Karrell will walk over and give him a hand up and say quietly to him, I know a very good medic and he will treat you for free.
What's it sound like when you say it in Sherwook?
He just nods his head and walks out. He's, just got beat up, so he's not really...
Not to mention
necessarily
shaken
in
by
the
the force,
mood.
so...
Yeah, not necessarily the mood to talk.
That's fair.
He's a little confused. All right, so that's what happens with you guys. A1 is off gambling. I'm going to roll for that. And I'm going to use one of A1's talents that I've never used. I am going to use Fortune Favors the Bold. Once per session as an incidental, suffer 2 strain to flip 1 dark side point to a light side.
Ooh.
So he is doing that, which hopefully he shouldn't have to worry about strain during gambling. But we shall see, because he's going to then spend it, because he knows that this is very important. So grade that. Wow. Good thing I did. I needed it too. All of his little talents. 1 success, 1 advantage. So I will roll percentile dice to see how much he actually won. The nice thing is he has a skill that's called Up the Ante, so I can increase that by 10%.
Nice.
So, how much did you guys give him to start with?
200.
I'll do some math here in a second.
Math is hard.
Especially after the day I've had.
You can always do it and just let us know later.
Yeah, I will. So, all that happens. You guys all get back to the ship.
I think Karrell's the last one onto the ship, and she has like a black eye. She's got blood down her chin, like out both nostrils, and she's limping and kind of favoring her ribs, but she looks pretty pleased with herself.
So you actually get back. You probably get back before A1 because gambling can take a while.
Okay.
Well, or it could go quick depending upon how well he does.
If they cut him off, at a certain point.
Let's find out. He's out there for a little while.
Okay.
So you get back roughly about, make it easy, 2 hours later, a little before 2 hours later, and you get on the ship, and Tazi's there. D4 sees you and immediately just starts patching you up and doing some medicine checks.
No, it's okay. It's bumps and bruises. I've had worse on the training floor.
He keeps working and ignores you.
Give me a cold compress and that'll take the swelling down. It's fine. There's nothing broken. Just pulled some muscles and no, don't poke that there. That is very tender. Please do not poke there, D4.
After a couple minutes, he hands you a cold compress and some, basically just
Tylenol,
ibuprofen, and walks over and hands Tazi a data pad.
Yeah, what's this?
You see a bill for Tylenol, cold compress, and other stuff for Karrell. Then he just walks back into his med bay.
What was that?
Tazi passes over the data pad.
Yeah.
Your bill.
Karrell taps on it a little bit and then sends it back to him. There, I charged him his rent for the past 2 months. Oh, and I upgraded him because he's using his home as a place of business, which doesn't give him a tax shelter.
And then about that time, there's a equivalent of a doorbell on the ship. I don't know how somebody would.
I think there's
comm outside.
Yeah, there's a call button type thing, and
yeah.
Are you expecting? Did you find Dramamine?
I
Duracell?
Daily. I left a message. I left a message at a local watering hole.
Well, that
Somebody
might
said
be
they knew how to
him.
get a hold of him.
Check the external camera if it's still working.
You see a fuzzy image of Daly.
All right, great. I'll get this. You go recoup.
I'm just, you know what? I think I'll just be here with this, my friend, the cold compress. If you want to bring him in here, we can talk. Remember, I'm the business person. You're just the pretty pilot.
I mean, if you say so.
Well, that's what he thinks, is what I'm saying.
Tazi goes to the ramp.
You lower the ramp down, walk out. He's standing there. The little bit of the light from the ship is on him. He smiles. I see you were attempting to. And as soon as he says that, there's a flash of movement behind him. You see small little blaster fire and flashes of silver. And then he slumps over and falls dead at your feet. and you see a Rodian standing there with 2 fingers bandaged together, and he just smiles and waves, puts away his vibro sword and his little blaster, and walks away. I think that's a great place to end for the evening.
All right. Well, that is our show for the night. I want to thank everybody in the chat for taking part. Kevin has been bombarding us with really good ideas that we can't manage to all sneak in at this point. And Karrell's fighter name could indeed be Concentrated Menace. Yeah, that is actually possible. We'll see what happens in future things. But we want to thank you guys for taking part in the show. This will be up on an audio podcast eventually soon, whenever I get around to it. It's been a really busy month for me. I've just got my Rainbow Dragon Prince is officially a company now here in Michigan. So I'm looking forward to doing my first show this weekend, and then I will be at a Catacon in 2.5 weeks. I'll be in a booth sandwiched right in between our friends from Identico and our friends from Rook and Rasp. So if you're going to be at a Catacon, come find me and them. It's going to be a great convention. We really would love to see you guys there. You can sign up at, Michael, is it what, tabletop.events/ a Catacon?
I would say go to acatacon.com.
And that would probably be a good idea too. Acatacon.com.
And then there'll be links right from the convention's website to tabletop events where you can sign up to get badges and sign up for events.
Oh, that's really good. Apart from that, you will be able to see myself and other wonderful people next week on the Identico Twitch channel playing Chaos Incorporated. Chris, where are they going to find you in the upcoming few weeks?
I also will be at the Catacon. Probably playing some games. I might run something. I might run some board games this year. Usually at Catacon I get pretty busy and running around and doing some stuff, so it's easier for me to run a short board game than it is for me to get involved in too much. But I always find a way to find time for an off-the-schedule game. I don't want to say off the book, but off-the-schedule game. So if you're there, find me. We can always find a game to play. I think this year might be the year I try to play more games than I normally would. Otherwise, you can find me on Blue Sky now.
Yay!
I think it's actually my name now instead of Burley Wonderscore. I forget.
Did you follow me? Because I don't know.
I did.
Ooh.
Should be. I don't know. I'm bad at social media, so I always tell everybody I check it about once a week. So if you send me something, don't expect anything for, a few days. Otherwise, you can catch me here this Wednesday if you want to watch me and Michael do some detention and talk about some gaming stuff. Or Thursday, I will be doing the continuation on the Dragonlance module. We are probably a little more than 3/4 of the way through. They just hit level 8. So 80%, because technically they get to 10th level.
Nice.
So they figured out where Lord Soth is and what he's after. And hopefully they make the right choices and don't try to jump Lord Soth. That won't go well for him.
Spoilers. Michael, how about you?
Well, you can certainly find me next Tuesday on Identico with Kaylee on Chaos Inc. You can also find me on the show Tubular Teens with Titans, which is a Power Rangers inspired audio drama. You can find that on your podcatchers under Tubular Teens with Titans. You can also hear me. Well, you know what? I think that's it for now. Everything else is kind of on hiatus. So, hopefully coming up soon toward the beginning of the year, I'll be coming back on another season of our Dragon Age actual play on Rook and Rasp. But yeah, that's it for now. And you can of course see me at a Catacon. I'll be hosting both karaoke nights as well as running a few sessions of the Dragonbane role-playing game. And then I also have a panel I'll be running on character development and character building for role-playing games and for tabletop.
Excellent.
Oh, I think I'm on 2 panels. I don't remember. My schedule's not in front of me.
I know I'm on one. It happens to be about character development.
And I also am working with Michael on finishing up or helping him co-run his Star Wars Dread game.
Nice.
So that'll be pretty exciting.
I believe that is
I'm
sold
excited.
out too.
I hope so, because I'm really excited with the idea. So
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. We're going to be one more show before a catacon. So join us on October 30th for some spooky hijinks and we find out what the heck just dropped a dead body on our porch. So until then, you guys have a good week.